Hey there. Welcome to another edition of 10 Minutes with Todd at Beyond 615. Okay, so much of the Christian music industry is written, recorded, produced, mixed, released from the 615, which is the Nashville area code. So I thought, why not have a moment on Instagram to talk with someone in that space, including radio stations who end up playing the songs. And so that's what 10 Minutes with Todd is all about. So we got 10 minutes and I'd like to talk with someone in that space. And this is episode number 5. And today's guest is Leatherwood Promotions independent radio promoter. Her name is Meredith Leatherwood. And I believe, Meredith, you have to request to join the Instagram Live. Do you see that on your screen? Meredith, join, Meredith, join. I don't know how to make you join from my side. Okay, so here we go. Yep, Meredith, there we go.
She's joining momentarily. I believe so. There we go.
Hey, sorry.
Could you not do it from Leatherwood Promotions?
I don't know. It wouldn't let me on my computer. It just did on my phone. So,
okay.
But you know I'm not tech savvy. So I mean, this is about par for the course.
We talked before we did Instagram Live and we kind of walked through it. So
yeah, and it's
whatever.
Still,
It happens.
This is the first time I've ever done Instagram Live. So
hey, it's only like my 5th.
Yeah.
Or 6th or whatever this is, episode 6.
So my second time will go really smooth.
You know what? I messed up too. This is episode 6, not 5. I didn't change the 5 to a 6 when my notes.
It's okay.
Okay, so we've got 10 minutes. I'm going to say a phrase or ask you a question, and I'd love for you to react. I'm going to set my timer so we kind of stay true to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Set a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes and counting.
Thank you. Okay, many people may not know this about you, especially if they just got into the CCM space recently, but you worked for a business that's no longer in existence, R&R, Radio and Records.
Yeah, it was awesome. I started with R&R in 2004, right after college, and I was just a little itty bitty baby in the industry, and flew out to LA and interviewed with Erica Farber, who is kind of like legendary in the radio industry. And so I was so grateful she gave me a shot. I loved my years at R&R, and then they were in business for 5 years after I started, and then got bought by Billboard, and Billboard kind of became the thing. So
they bought out their competition, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in your mind, was there panic? What were the next steps for you to do then when you left that job that you loved?
I was working in sales on that end, and doing a lot of their convention work with the news talk format and the Christian format. And I really loved sales, but Dan Michaels, who's the senior VP over at Fairtrade, called me. At the time, they were I&O Records, and he called me and said, you should come over here and join our promotion team. And I honestly had never thought about it, and I kind of was terrified. And I initially told him, no, I don't think I'm interested. And he's like, hey, just think about it for a week. Come in and talk to me. Call me back. And so I did. And I went in a week later, and we decided to give it a go. And I'm so grateful. I spent the next 12 years there, and I learned so much under Dan Michaels and getting to work on that team and with those artists. And that kind of gave me my legs to just do radio promotion.
Yeah. I remember when I&O, which stood for, I believe, in, not of,
right, mm-hmm.
changed to fair trade. And that was kind of before the term fair trade coffee, fair trade workers was a big thing. And I thought, this is brilliant for them to change their name to that.
Well, and I think Jeff Mosley, the president, I think his heart behind it was he just truly wanted to do business in a fair way with everybody, with the artist, with our partners at radio, our partners in marketing. And so that was kind of where that came from for him, is just wanting to really be fair in the marketplace. And so, which I think he has been.
Yeah. So after those 12 years, I feel like little Meredith at R&R, grew her wings at Fair Trade, and then you bloomed into a butterfly and launched Leatherwood Promotions. I mean, what in the world?
Yeah, I mean, when I started working for Dan Michaels at I&O and then Fair Trade, I was single, I was young, and in that time in 2012, I met my husband, we got married, and we kind of like just hit 100 miles per hour on the gas pedal, and we had 3 kids within 4.5 years. And so I kind of went from like young professional Meredith to all of a sudden wife, mom, and I kind of transitioned to working from home, but thankfully Fair Trade let me stay on and continue to work even though I was figuring out the whole mom thing, and to bring me to where I am now, where my kids are now in school. And I have loved doing both. Like, I'm so grateful that I have been able to obviously have my kids are the most important thing to me, but also get to work and do what I love to do. I love this job so much. And it's so fun to get to have my foot in the professional space and also have my dream for being a mom and a wife. And I want to raise my girls to do that too. Like, when they talk and I hear them say, I want to be a mom someday and I want to be a nurse someday, I'm like, you can do both. Like, you can do both. Like, there's going to be sacrifice in different seasons, but I'm just grateful that I've gotten to do this because I really do love it.
How old are your kids now?
So my oldest is 8, and then I have an almost 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. So
we'll have to come back and do this.
We're out of diapers. It's a good season to be in. We're, everyone's kind of sleeping through the night, which is good.
Yeah. Wait till you have 3 teenagers, though.
No. I mean, I will tell you, my 2 oldest are girls, and I'm seeing bits of drama already that I don't even want to see at 13. So
13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah,
oh.
I'll be calling you and getting advice because you've already been there.
Yeah, but by then I'll be like, let me put my teeth in.
You'll be like, my kids are picking me up to go to the pharmacy.
Oh gosh. Okay, so as we talked about what we wanted to talk about, I do have a question. I hope we'll have time for it, but our last planned question is, so what's your favorite song right now?
Oh my gosh, that's a hard one. That's like asking me which one's my favorite kid. But
yeah,
but I will say there has been a song this year that has like so grabbed my heart, and I sing it all the time. My kids have it memorized, and it's the CeCe Winans song, Believe for It. I mean, CeCe is my girl, and I sing that song in the kitchen when I'm cooking. I've got like my spatula raised up high, and if I turn it up loud enough, I kind of sound like her. Like,
well, we all sound like
yeah,
the singer when we turn it out loud enough, right?
So I love that song. I think there's something really special. I think that this song for our format, CeCe's obviously a legend. She's been around forever and she's incredible. I'm a big fan. But most of her stuff has been in the gospel world. And so I think that this song for our format specifically kind of came out of nowhere this year.
It did.
And I think there's something really special about it. I think we'll be looking back and saying that this was one of the top songs of 2021. So I love it.
Yeah, when I saw that release, I was like, where have you been, CeCe? I mean, like, she used to do like a duo with her brother. It was her brother's
Right.
BB, and she's CeCe. It's almost like a Star Wars thing. BB and CeCe Winans. They had some great songs back in the early 90s, late 80s. For those of us that have been around that long, so.
Right, which isn't me.
Right. Right. That's true. I forgot how much older I am.
No, I'm a huge CeCe fan. And so honestly, I've worked a lot of special songs. I feel like that I'm really grateful I've got to be a part of. This one made me geek out a little bit. Like I got a little like,
starstruck.
Yeah. Because I've watched her for a long time, and I think she's incredible. So to get to work a song and be just a tiny part of that makes me so happy.
That's so good. And she's
Yeah.
got a lot of ads, right? Got a lot of ads.
Yeah, she has over 60 stations right now. So
That's really good.
she's top 15. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's a day in the life of Meredith Leatherwood look like? I mean,
Yeah.
you do a lot of emails and phone calls.
Yeah. I mean, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all day are phone calls. I'm calling radio. I try and we've got, about 115 stations on the panel. And so I try and touch base with as many of those a week as I can. And then if the ones I don't hit, I try to hit the next week. And so Mondays are meeting days and just kind of listening to music always and strategizing, where we're moving forward and all that kind of stuff. So it's fun though. I love it. Todd, you were at WayFM for a while and you were someone I worked closely with, obviously. I love working with radio. Like I love to jump on the phone and, catch up and talk to them and try and twist their arm a little bit to add something. So, it's fun. At this point, it's fun because a lot of these relationships have been here for a long time.
I think what's special about your skill set is that, how do I put this? It's like the personal and the business are like this. A lot of, especially newer over the years, I'm not thinking about anyone right now, but newer over the years, it's like personal on the phone call and then you talk business. And somehow you just kind of weave all of that together and it doesn't feel like work. And I appreciate it so much about you and recognize that skill set, that I could trust you with honesty and you could trust me with honesty. And so do you remember when I became program director at WayFM and our relationship really started because you and I hadn't really worked together before then. Do you remember a moment that really frustrated you or you thought like that was a big win? Because radio stations can't add every song.
Right. No, it's hard. There's very few spots for so much great music. And the problem is there is a lot of great music. So you're, as a program director, you're sifting through 50 songs and you might have one spot. And I remember specifically with you, it was Living Hope, Phil Wickham. We had all went out to LA and had got to see him perform. And I know that was a song you guys were kind of hesitant on just because of the tempo of it at that time. But one of the things that I loved about you and Steve is you guys were always open beyond your opinion, open to, seeing what the audience wanted and looking at numbers across the board of what was streaming well and what was being consumed. And so you guys were willing to give that one a shot. And I was like so excited. I don't know if I've ever worked so hard for an ad.
I remember you saying that. It wasn't the tempo. It sounded hymny.
Yeah, you
hymnally.
You felt like it sounded more for a church setting, and it was big in the church, so you weren't,
right.
You weren't off. But I just remember thinking, man, you made me sweat for that ad. I made me sweat for it, but
you did say that was the hardest.
We had a lot of fun along the way. So.
Yeah, we did. And I think that's a good reminder to whoever, whether you're a music director, a program director, or someone in your position, never say never. Never say, I'm done with that song, and then move on. Because there might be more evidence that shows that maybe you should consider a decision in your life or consider a decision adding a song. I never understood that when people say I'm done and they don't look back, because there's more evidence to say, well, maybe you made a mistake or maybe you should reconsider. I don't understand that. I don't know. So anyway.
Well, and I always appreciated that about you. And the truth is, we're all, we all filter things through our own bias. There's songs I listen to and don't necessarily hear that have become big hits, vice versa. And so I've always appreciated that, though, about you and Steve, especially working together. You were open to saying, hey, we don't hear it now, but we're watching it. And we're open if that story continues. And so the Phil Wickham one, though, is the one I remember the most and felt like that was a big win. So.
That was you did well. You applied the amount of pressure, but knew when to back off. And that's
I was about to send a hitman on you, so I'm glad you ended up.
That's really good. So if there's someone in the radio industry who works at a radio station or whatever, I'm going to make sure, like, you're on your personal page. I want to make sure that your other Instagram account gets the necessary followers that it should have. What is it?
It's at Leatherwood Promo.
Leatherwood Promo. Okay, good.
Mhm.
So go follow Meredith there if you want to talk business. If you want to see pictures of her kids, stay on this
And
one.
follow my personal.
Yeah,
and follow my
pictures of
personal.
her hot husband that she refers to all the time.
Yes.
Stay on this one. So it was good catching up. Timer went off.
Thanks, Todd.
So we're done with episode 6. I appreciate you taking the time and
Yeah. Thanks for
yeah.
having me.
Yep.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Have a good day. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.